Talk about some of the emotions for you being named the opening day starter.
I was very excited. It was very nice. I had a little bit of an idea a little bit towards the end of spring training that it was going to happen. It's nice to see it on paper. I'm very excited. I get to throw in front of a home crowd. I mean, I'm born and raised in New York, so it's a nice feeling. I've played on this field before in high school, and now I get to be actually on this field as a home field. That should be, I think the 25th will be my start here, but in Staten Island first, so it should be fun.
Is it tough scouting guys you haven't actually faced yet?
I'm sorry?
Is it tough scouting guys you haven't actually faced yet?
Not really. I'm kind of just excited. I have a game plan in my head that I'm going to stick with, and if I have to change things throughout the game, then I will. But, I mean, it's the same thing as they've never seen me as well, so it's a fair battle. It should be fun.
Help me out. Where is Mount Sinai, New York?
Mount Sinai, New York is in Suffolk County, Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So about,
Next to where? What big town so I can associate it?
Port Jeff, where this ferry is for
Gotcha.
Connecticut, it's right next to it.
Okay. And when you said you played here before, obviously in college, high school?
In high school. I played here and I played at Staten Island for the Greater Sandlot team. It was against Team USA when I was a senior in high school. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
We got our butts kicked pretty bad, but it was cool. It was the best of Long Island versus Team USA. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were playing the junior representatives?
Yes, the 18-year-old team.
Okay.
When did the reality of becoming a member of the New York Mets and being a pro player, or I guess when did the reality actually happen for you?
About 5 seconds after that phone call that I got June, I think it was the 7th last year. It was very nerve-wracking on day 3. I mean, I was a 24th pick, so it was a little wait. And I got that phone call and everything changed and I got very excited and I'm glad that I get to be part of New York. I mean, being here my whole life, it's nice.
What were some of your influences growing up?
My dad was a big influence. He passed away my senior year of high school. He was at every game and took care of me, everything I needed and whatnot. My coaches, my family, my fiance, everything really helps out.
Are there any pitchers you look at like that's who I want to be like?
Let's see. I've been told that I kind of throw like Beckett. I've heard it before. I don't look like him as much as everyone thinks I do. But I have the same resemblance. I kind of keep a good composure on the mound. I don't really show my emotions too much. Everything is calm and collect, and I try and keep it that way. I learned that the hard way in high school, in the beginning of college, and I have a pretty good cap on it right now. So.
Was there anything in particular that you were working on or that you want to work on while you're here in Brooklyn?
I'm going to continue working on my changeup. It's become a pitch that I lean towards more now. I was a curveball pitcher in college, and I didn't really use one in high school. I didn't really throw a changeup at all until the end of last year in college to the beginning of the GCL last year, and that's really become a pitch that I obviously needed in pro ball, and I'm going to continue to work on it. It developed pretty well in spring, and hopefully it keeps getting better.
I hear you're a Dowling guy. What was that experience
I am.
like for you?
I love Dowling College. Actually, the head coach is coming tomorrow along with a couple of my teammates. I had a great time. I played on turf for 4 years, so this is right at home for me. I had a great time. We were very successful. We went to 3 regionals. My last year, we were 1 win away from the World Series, and it was a great time. I wouldn't change it for the world.
I see you spent last year with the Gulf Coast Mets.
I did.
Did you spend the full season?
I did. I got down there just as the start of the season, and I stayed there throughout. I was a reliever for the beginning, and then they pushed me to a starter. I had a 30 innings limit, so I kept it under that because I threw 108 at school, so it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Is it a tough league to compete in? And I don't mean with the competition, with the elements, with the afternoon games. And
it was tough to get used to. I mean, we played a lot of day games in college. It was 3 o'clock games, so it wasn't that big of a jump. But the humidity was definitely a factor. I mean, you walk out of the locker room and you're immediately sweating. So you lose weight pretty quick with that. You're right in the sun every day, and then it rains every 3 innings. So the elements were definitely a factor, but it was something that was easily adjusted to.
Yeah, and how's that compared to extended spring, where it's a
extended was all right. I mean, the weather was getting progressively hotter, and the humidity was getting worse. But we got out of there just before it got pretty bad. I know the GCL, when it starts up, it's hot. So.
You watch it?
So I'm not sure if this was already asked, but what was your reaction when you found out you got signed to Brooklyn?
I was very excited. I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen, being a college senior that got drafted last year, and my innings limit that held me back in the GCL. I didn't really think I was going to Kingsport. If I did, I would have gotten it done the best of my abilities, but I had a decent feeling that I was coming here, and I was very happy to see it on paper.
Is there anything in particular that you want to work on this season?
My changeup is going to be a continuous factor. I'm going to try and develop that as best I can and get a little more movement onto it and keep throwing it for strikes.
What are some of the other things that you're hoping to achieve while you're here in Brooklyn?
We as a team and myself personally, we want to win a ring. That's really the goal here. I don't really have that many personal goals. I just kind of want to pitch the best of my ability and help the team win.